direction of that runway. On the one end will be a 6 or 60. We just dropped a 0 off the end. The other end is a 180 degrees difference, so that becomes 24 or 240 degrees compass direction based on true north. We always try to take off and land into the wind, and that's why you have two runways. This, with the prevailing winds, you can usually get pretty much into the wind to land or take off, going from one end to the other. So there's a little bit of airport education. Don't want to get too far on this, but just something in case you didn't know that. And by the way, tip of our hat to the airport manager, Charles Everett. Charles has been a friend of ours since the late 1990s, when he was in a similar post up in Syracuse, New York. We used to do an air show up there for many, many moons. And it's great to be working with him again and all his crew here at the airport. They have been so helpful and so welcoming, as has everybody that we've encountered down here. It just has been great to come into this community and to be accepted and to be, you know, like everybody is, what can we do to help you? Of course, the most you could do to help me would get up here and talk, and I would sit down and watch the air show.
Yes, we'd like to thank the Board of Governors, the Airshow Planning Committee, the remote parking from FL Schmidt, and the shuttle service from A&A Limos. They've all done a great service to all of us who are here visiting you, and for you as well. One of the great things about this airport, they're just offering new direct flights from here to Punta Gorda, Fort Myers.
The Cessna 182 jump plane of the Misty Blues all-women's skydiving team, climbing up to 3,500 feet for the opening of our show. Just so you are ready for what's going to be going on, one team member, the leader, Cindy Irish, who you heard with Nancy up here a little while ago, will be first out of the airplane in about 10 minutes or so. It's a little white airplane somewhere high overhead. Anybody see it? If you do, point to it. I see one guy pointing. You got better eyes than I have, sir. Yep, it's somebody else has got it too. show center. A little patch of cloud there. The 182 just went under it.
What a beautiful day. What a great day for Lehigh Valley Airport. This is so great. I want to thank a couple people real quickly, then we'll get out of here. I want to thank Charles Everett, our director. I want to thank Bert Denny, Mark Troutman, Sylvette Rivera, and so many people that kept this idea alive. It's a beautiful day for this beautiful airport. Thank you all for being there. Thank you all for coming today, and let's get this party started.
Well, as you can see, back champion in the league. The black airplane to the right is Rob Holland. To the left is Jack Knudsen. And again, high overhead, our jump plane. And very, very shortly, we will have Cindy Irish stepping out of that airplane, carrying the American flag, a huge American flag, probably the largest American flag you're ever going to see. One team member is jumping a flag that is 50 feet long, 1,200 square feet, and weighs an amazing 65 pounds. It means the additional bulk of that flag and the parachutes could put Cindy's weight well over 200 pounds as she steps out of the plane today. And she doesn't weigh but about 30 pounds soaking wet. So it's quite a trick to jump with this flag. The aircraft is now behind you, and as you face the shoreline, kind of to the right. Remember, 3,500 feet up. Better to have a while up in the sky.
Not yet.
Watch closely. Jump her away.
There she goes, there she goes.
There she is.
Look at those airplanes.
What a picture.
They're close.
And ladies and gentlemen, there is the flag. Cindy is going forward at about 20 miles an hour under that chute. A ram air canopy, the air goes into it and inflates it like an air mattress. Now, if you're not standing already, we ask that you do stand, please. Gentlemen, would you please remove your hats for our national anthem, sung live right here by my wife, Nancy Loud.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
have to kiss my wife. Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy Irish of the Misty Blues skydiving team. Beautiful job, as usual. We're going to take you back high overhead to the Misty Blues aircraft. In Michigan, also a private pilot. And Kay Hoiby, who holds a private pilot license with instrument rating, an astounding 5,000 jumps and 55 hours of free fall time. She's a CFO accountant. She calls Gardenier, New York, her home. The jumpers are out. We have 3 good chutes. 2 of our jumpers, in addition to their chute, are trailing a banner. They call it a leg banner. It's 15 by 40 feet. And it does affect how things go when you're coming down through the sky. But what they're going to try to do, probably, is try to space themselves out so they can land without smacking into each other. That seems pretty smart. And again, this is just like flying in that parachute really becomes a wing. They have a toggle on the lines on each side that they hold in their left and right hand. By pulling those various combinations, you can do, as you see, steer this thing right through the sky. Now, you're going to come to ground sooner or later because gravity is really what's at work here. But along the way, you're able to fly, as you see there, up to about 22 miles an hour under this canopy. It's very, very controllable. And as you will see when they get in here to land, all they got to do is get it headed into the wind just like an airplane, and then pull both of those toggles down. Very, very strong pull on them. And what it does is causes the wing to sort of stop flying. And you'll be able to get in, hopefully standing up. Yesterday we had a whole bunch of perfect stand-up landings, and I really believe we're going to see that again today. They can hear you, by the way. How about letting the Misty Blues know how much you love what you're doing? Here comes our first jumper in for landing. Steering that chute, see those hands working? Landing gear is out, because after all, that's her feet. Now watch, when she gets right down here, there come the hands down, pulling down hard down. A perfect stand-up landing down there. Here comes our second jumper again. She can hear you, but make some noise. And again, watch those hands. Watch the concentration. Yeah, she's not having any fun. Here we go. Big pull on the cords. And another perfect stand-up landing right out front here.
Fantastic.
See that tiny little chute hanging off the top chute? That's just a drogue chute that opens to the main chute when they're making their jump. That comes out first, pulls the other one out of the pack. And yes, these gals all pack their own parachutes, and let's face it, if it was you, you'd do the same thing. Nothing worse than pulling the ripcord and having somebody's lunch spill out. How about it? Time to make some noise again. Here we go. Right down in there. Pull those toggles and down for a perfect stand-up landing. Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy Irish, Aletta Latrone, Brenda O'Brien, and Kay Hoiby. The Misty Blues, all-women skydiving team. Now,